record. All right, good to practice starting these recordings. So welcome. This is, I guess, my first official live streaming full moon ritual. I've done a couple of other clearings and activations and a lot of classes doing live stream and readings. Of course, most of you know me from my readings. And I'm just so excited to finally bring some of the stuff that I've been working on personally to you guys. And so it's always good when I can step away from being a student and really like move into the teacher realm. Kirsten. Okay. So I'm just saying her name right, so that I've got it in my mind. Welcome. I've got Karen on, Haley, Kim. I think I'm seeing people jump on. Say hello when you're here, so I know that you're here. So, anyhow, let me introduce to you a little bit about the codes of awe. Okay, so awe is like AH, as in you're making the ah sound, and the AH stands for absolute harmonic, as in like the codes of awe for an absolute harmonic universe. This is how I was kind of understanding it when I was first taught about these codes. And these codes they work with sacred geometry, but on a different level. The person who designed these codes not only thought of sacred geometry and the healing aspects of that, but she actually used a Tesla machine, and I don't know how it all works, to get these digitalized images or these images, but she pulls in different purposes, different intentions, different meanings for each code, different reasons for each code to be worked with for various different topics. Oh, hi Claire, welcome. I'm so excited for everyone to be here. This is going to be an exciting clearing. It's kind of, it's more of like it is a clearing. It's a clearing and an activation. And especially this one timed with this super blood wolf moon, full moon. Oh my gosh, I missed it. I have to practice saying that 5 times faster another time. Timed with that. And okay, so what does all those words mean? So the super means that's the proximity that the moon is to the earth. So it's going to look, if you can see it, if it's not rainy, which it's rainy where I'm at, it looks big and it's close to the earth, and it's just like you could reach out and touch it. Okay, so that's super. Blood is always, when it's a blood moon or something like that, that's how you know it's a lunar eclipse, because lunar eclipses will offer a moon maybe a rusty color or a blood color, kind of or maybe an orange hue is a good way to describe it. Hi Ashley, hi Angela. I'm looking down at my phone to see your comments, because I'm broadcasting through Zoom here, so that you can look at my screen in a minute and see this amazing, beautiful, wonderful code. So where was I at? I don't know. These codes are downloaded with specific intentions. We'll just go with that. Nope. I remember where I was at. We were talking about the moon. Okay, so it's all this fancy talk, this long title that just says this is a great, at an extremely potent time to release things that no longer serve you, but most importantly, things that you've been really in the last 6 months seeing a shift, because we had our last eclipse cycle was 6 months ago. Okay, so this is why it's important, is because you will have noticed things starting to shift in your life, and it's really time to let those things go, or to more fully kind of envelop the next phase of your life that you want to be stepping into as well. So that can be useful for both on the full moon side, as well as just the fact that we close one eclipse cycle and then another one, 6 months later will begin. So it's all about what happens within that 6-month period. And if you want more about the eclipse, you should watch Michael Lennox's live stream that I shared into the group earlier today. I'm not going to get any more into it, because I'm not that astrological, I'm still learning. But the clearing stuff, I'm really into. So now we can go a little bit further into why I picked this particular code. So these codes of awe, what you do is you meditate on them, you look at them. They do start to move. It's kind of cool. It's like, do you guys, and you can comment if you remember this, do you remember those pictures that had like a hidden picture in it and it looks all pixelated or whatever. And it was like a magic eye picture, as I think what they were called back in the day when I was growing up. And you kind of had to like relax your eyes and maybe kind of look cross-eyed, like in a weird sort of relaxed, but focused, but not focused kind of way. Who remembers these magic eye pictures where you were trying to see this mysterious picture pop out of it, almost like a 3D picture that might be what it's actually called. And so this is the effect you're trying to get when you're looking at one of these codes. So you want to almost look through it, relax your eyes, and watch it start to interact with you, watch it start to move. And so I'm excited to show you these codes. So I think, honestly, I just wanted to kind of take into consideration that you guys might have some of your ritual items available and what to do with them. You know, what are you thinking? Like a bowl of water, a fire safe bowl, or, you know, what all these things. So there's a variety of different rituals that you can take on during these, when you're holding space for the moon, whether it's a new moon or the full moon. Kim says she remembers. Yeah, no, I'm older than 34, but yeah, I totally am around that age when we had these 3D pictures. A schooner, what does that mean, Karen? I'm confused. I don't know. I'm just interacting with you guys a little bit here. So anyway, so you might have your notebook. Okay, and what I want you to do, and maybe you can do it now, don't do it right during the time when we're looking at the codes, or you can do it after. You can just write down some things, especially that you've noticed in the last 6 months that you're working on releasing. Some things that have popped up that you're like, okay, it's finally time. Maybe you've been working on releasing them your whole life, but they've recently come to a head in some way, shape, or form. And now you're like, okay, let's do this. So I want you to think about that. And these are kind of big things I want you to think about, because we're moving forward into a whole new year, and we all have aspirations and affirmations and intentions that we have set, and resolutions, if you're calling them that. And it's good not to take that energy or junk from the past and move it forward. So that's what I'm talking about. So write all this stuff down. Yeah, Angela, we are having a lot of rain. So yeah, so much rain where I'm at right now. So you can take that some time with your notebook afterwards and write down your release points, what you want to release. You can also write down the things that you're kind of looking to maybe show up more fully in your life. Okay, so we have that new moon time where you call in the things that you want. And these are things, okay, I have it, but I either need to show up more fully in these areas of my life, or I want these things that I have going on to show up more fully in the scope of what I'm doing. So asking the universe to meet you a little bit with the intention, and taking that time to make note of it. So these are things that you can do with your notebook. Light that candle, burn that incense, whatever you might have, burn the sage. In fact, that might be a good time for me to find my sage. Let's see if I got there's my lighter. Let's get some sage going, guys. If you have sage, light that sage up. Let's do it. The rain actually works right now, though, for me, because part of the visualization that I'm going to lead you on, that this code kind of encompasses, it's a nice big burst of full moon sage. Cleaning my space, cleaning my computer, my iPad, and my phone, all those things that I use a lot. Okay, like that's an intense burn here. Okay. I want to keep that somewhere I can keep my eye on it, right? There. Okay. Mall rats. That's what, yes, I remember. Yes, they were all looking for it in mall rats. Kate, I remember. I'm like, why are you telling me this, Karen? I know, I connected with you. Mall rats. Yeah, they were, that's the movie where they were showing them all just standing there and trying to see the picture. Angela says, I think she says that she remembers those 3D pictures as well. So you're getting the idea. When I show you the code, this is the kind of thing. There's not a hidden picture. Don't go searching for that. You're not going to find it, but what you are going to find is the unique way that it starts to interact with you. So that's what's really beautiful about it. Yeah, there was a lot of sage. It's mellowing out, so I don't have to worry. I'll be able to like close my eyes with you when we go through into meditation. So I was like, okay, don't want all my sage to burn up. All right, so let's see, where are we at? I want to go ahead and get started. So let's go ahead and center ourselves. I'm actually going to grab, I don't want it to make a sound before it gets down here. I'm going to grab these Tibetan, these bells. I like to use a little bit of sound. What else we have? Oh, we have a fire safe bowl. So you can take that list of stuff you want to release on out of there, and you can actually burn it all up. You can burn it. You can say, I'm so much so am I releasing it that I'm burning it up. And send those ashes away. You can bury those ashes. Just make sure that you dispose of them in a safe manner. And then with a bowl of water, actually, what you can do is, and it's really beautiful, and it works really well in the springtime especially, but roll with it if it's a little snowy in your area. You don't have to do this now. It's just an idea. You can actually take that paper where you're calling more things in. This works at the new moon time as well. You would tear it up in little pieces. Don't worry. It's only so that the plant can grow around them. Put it in that bowl of water and get them all moist, and then use that water and plant a nice little new plant, put it out in your garden, put all those torn up pieces of paper in your garden, pour the water over it, and watch how that grows and watch what grows from that. So it's a way you can really infuse the things you want to call into your life with the power of Mother Earth as well. So these are just some tips. You don't have to do any of these at all. Sometimes I don't do any of them. You guys, sometimes I skip the full moon completely and entirely. I'll tell you about that another day. And that's okay. I think, you're sick or whatever, and you just don't really feel like ritualing it up, just take a bath, do something different. You can catch up with all your rituals in the future. There will be many more moons, many, many more moons. So, okay, let's go ahead and get started. So get your, actually, let me show you the code. I'm going to center you guys. We're going to kind of begin the invocation, and then I'm going to pop the code up on the screen. So let me just make sure I know how to get to the screen share part of this. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna throw this code up here. Let's see what happens. I'm testing all this out, this technology. Okay, so close your eyes. Go ahead and close your eyes now. You might be looking at the code a little bit, peeking at it. That's okay. Just peek. But for right now, close your eyes. Now imagine in front of you, there's a huge table with a beautiful, beautiful tablecloth. And I want you to unload all the things that you do need to pick up again, your things with your kids and your schedule and maybe your grocery shopping list that you were compiling in your head. Maybe a conversation that you needed to have with your loved one, with your beloved after the kids go to bed. Maybe just anything. Anything that's not necessary for you right now. I want you to put it on this table that you've envisioned in your mind's eye. And wrap it up in a beautiful tablecloth. And just keep it safe there. It'll all be there. Each of you have your own table. Each of you have your own stuff, and it's very healthy to let things go. It's very healthy to pick things back up again that are in your highest, in and for your highest good. It's very healthy for that. So go ahead and keep your eyes closed. I'm going to go ahead and begin. We begin this activation with the blessing of the 5 elements. Angel of the earth, please purify my physical body. Angel of the water, please purify my astral body. Angel of the air, please purify my mental body. Angel of fire, please sanctify my spirit. Angel of the ether, please gather the quintessence. Now go ahead and open your eyes. Take a look at this code, this living consciousness code. This particular code, as you start to relax your eyes, you'll start to see it move. And this particular code is called the Cosmic Egg Frequency Code. Cosmic Egg Frequency Code. And it's a little bit egg-shaped. And in Ivonne's notes, she's the one that created this code. In the notes, she indicated that when she was receiving the images of this code from her guides, from the masters, from her teachers, she kept receiving images of this sparkling rain falling all around her. So we're going to use that sort of imagery. And it kind of looks like that as you relax your eyes. You can start to get the images of what those sparkles in the background there might be. Raindrops, beautiful, beautiful sparkles of light. This code is encoded with 108 affirmations to assist us all in manifesting new beginnings and being able to give birth to new ideas, to new parts of ourselves that we're wanting to birth into, which equally and effectively means we're letting go of the things, the old ideas, the old parts of us, the things that are no longer serving us as we welcome in this new. So it's a really gentle sort of way of doing that. So even if you don't use mantras and you don't do 108, you don't have your mala that has 108 beads on it to help you count, you are being infused with that energy through this code during this process. So take advantage of that knowledge, and all the people out there that chant affirmations, all of that energy goes into these living consciousness codes. Let's see, what else do the notes here say? This code is designed to help turn your dreams and goals into realities. So it's a really beautiful time of year where we've all just we've just all this energy of setting all these new intentions for ourselves for 2019 and beyond. And so this is a beautiful code. It's almost, it could be like a new moon code as well, but it's a beautiful code for us to be using today. Because also, if you paid attention to that energy behind the lunar eclipse, there's a little bit of this energy, I think, because it's in Capricorn or something. I'm not going to get all confusing with my understanding of it, but it's helping us funnel our energy into what we are going to be giving birth to in 2019. And this doesn't mean a baby, guys. This is ideas. This is creative projects. This is artistic endeavors. This is whatever you are wanting to pull into your life and manifest and make better through you. So this code I chose for you today to help you take your dreams to another level, to really just amplify it. And I want to get you some information on the whole egg shape of it. The cosmic egg is meant to hatch and birth a new opportunity. When we have the courage to go after our dreams, thinking outside the box and moving fearlessly as we receive this cosmic support from this cosmic egg clearing code. Because honestly, the support of the universe is this universal womb where we are all sort of gestating and producing our ideas within. And the universe is very supporting and loving and guiding towards those effects. So this code is great. You can always come back and use this code anytime, especially if you hear yourself saying these things. I can't make it happen. It's not worth it. My dream's not worth it. at those times when you start to deny yourself what you truly are going to be, what you truly should be calling into you, you come back to this code, because this is a code that will help you support yourself moving into the receiving of those dreams, to making it happen. It clears out those limitations that you impose on yourself. So it's a great code to cut the ties of self-imposed limitations. Great code for that. And you can really meet your dreams when you use this code. So it's a code that encourages you to stop judging yourself so that you can just move forward, because a lot of times it's when we judge ourselves that stops our plans in their tracks. So that's kind of what I wanted to do. So I know you guys are still looking at the code, and I want you to keep looking at it. Afterwards, you can leave your comments. I'm going to take a moment and relax my eyes into the code. So go ahead. Oh, it's fast for me. I love the way it dances. It sparkles. It's like a flower glowing in a rainstorm. So now what you're going to do, we're going to use our chakra system to help align this code into our body, into our different bodies, our mental body, our physical body, our spiritual body, our mental body, our emotional body, all of our different bodies. So I want you to close your eyes after you've got a good image of that code dancing in your head. Go ahead and close your eyes and imagine you can breathe this code through your crown chakra. Go ahead and take an in-breath in through your crown chakra. And as you exhale, watch it drop past your chakra system, starting up there with your sixth chakra, your third eye. Past your throat chakra as you inhale another breath, almost as if you're re-energizing that code, down into your heart chakra. It sort of becomes like a glass pool where you can look down at it now from the upper place where you're at in your mind's eye to your heart chakra. And like a bird observing the situation, it's almost like you see yourself in the code. We're going to let the code keep moving down. Take another breath in and send that code down to your solar plexus, taking away all of the self-imposed limitations. Send it down to your sacral chakra, down to your root chakra. And as it lands there at the bottom, wherever you're sitting, whether it's a chair or the floor, you can imagine this code becoming three-dimensional, like a tube, this living consciousness code enveloping all of your chakras. And it's alive within you now. And you can imagine, as we're sitting here, that you're receiving these divine white raindrops, these diamond white raindrops falling all around you. We're going to be here in a January rainstorm. And it's a rainstorm where you don't want to cover up, because you're not sure if these are raindrops or if these are activating crystals landing on you, activating you for every intention that you've set yourself to receive those things, to receive your intentions, to receive your resolutions, to receive them made manifest for yourself, by yourself, with the co-creation of the universe. So let those raindrops fall upon your face. Lift your face up. Dance in the rain. All while keeping your eyes closed. And this code is inside you. It's glowing. It's, like I said, it looks like a flower. If you imagine yourself looking down at yourself, it's like you're standing in the middle of that brilliant white flower with the rain dancing all around you. So take a moment and just receive. I'm calling in the energy of Thoth, He is the keeper of our Akashic records. And many of you know I work heavily in the Akashic records. He's the great record keeper, calling in the energy and the knowledge of Thoth, keeper of the records of our path and our purpose on the highest plan for us. And a full understanding of where we've come and where we are to go, calling upon his energy. Calling in Anubis, who works with Thoth. He's the remover of obstacles. He gets things out of your way so that you can call in the things that will serve you. He gets things out of the way. So once you've let go of those things that are no longer serving you, they can move aside. He helps the transmutation process, releasing those things out into the ethers, made cleansed, made clean, and whole again. Calling in the Ascended Master Saint Germain with his healing violet flame. And we ask Saint Germain now to place this violet flame of protection around everybody watching, everybody listening to the replay, everybody here live. And finally, calling in Mother Mary to teach us compassion, unconditional love, so we can move out of the place where we limit ourselves, out of the place where we judge ourselves. We can have compassion and love. We can hold understanding for ourselves and our fellow sisters and our fellow brothers. In the name of divine love, with the power of the sacred now, which holds both the divine heart and the divine mind, both the sacred mother and father and beyond. It is invoked with the support and mastery of those ascended masters that we mentioned, and all the ascended masters that are working with us, all the archangels that are working with us, all of our masters, our own personal teachers and guides. We call upon you to activate this living consciousness code within each and every one of us, enveloping all of our chakras, all of our different astral bodies, our physical, mental, emotional, and beyond, all of our subtle bodies. Help us all move forward into the life that we desire, releasing the things that no longer serve us. Help us give birth to that which we want to create so that we can fulfill our service to the world. In the name of divine love, it is commanded that this code take effect in your lives now and in eternity. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Take a deep breath in. Hold it for a moment. And release. Again. 2 more times. Go ahead and open your eyes. I'm going to stop the sharing. Bring us back here. You guys, I get a little tingly after these activations. It's I kind of sit there and I forget that I'm leading them. So drink a lot of water after this. Drink a lot of water. I have my soda water, my bubbly water. Drink a lot of water. If you can, go to bed a little bit earlier tonight without having a lot of technology between now and then, to sort of lower your vibration. If you can, stay off Facebook, just chill, just receive. These codes are meant to work underneath the scenes. They're meant to work at like the level of our DNA, changing the way we believe, changing the way we act, changing the way we think. I'm going to look at your comments now. Oh, you're welcome, Angela. You're welcome. Very good. Let's see what time it is even, so I can see. 4:33. That was pretty close. I wanted to keep it around a 30-minute live stream. You guys, you can always like fast forward it and jump ahead if you just want to do the clearing work again. You can always do that. You can do that later on tonight if you're doing another ritual for yourself. You're not going to be able to over activate or over clear anything. Not at all. Oh, you're welcome, Kim. Yes, Claire, you're very welcome. I'm so glad you loved it, guys. Hi, Mandy. It's good to see you here. Yeah, I love working with these codes of awe. And in fact, I went to the women's retreat that I went to. It was a women's retreat. It was a leadership retreat last June. It was led by two individuals, two women, and one of them was Ivonne Deleflor, who created these codes. And so I was just been a mastery, like working with them in the past year, and she's releasing a card deck, like with all of these codes in it, because I can imagine just being able to draw for somebody the code that they need for that day. Oh, like that would be amazing to draw the code I need on any given day. So she's excitedly going to get me a whole bunch of her decks. So I was thinking in 2020, we were going to use that because it's going to be released in November of this year, probably around 11/11. So I'll probably get a hold of them sometime after that. And then in 2020, we can do some really great like contests and stuff like that in this group. I'll get a number of them, and then I got to share them between a couple of my groups. So yeah, beautiful new energy. I'm starting to really just get infused with people who develop card decks. So maybe there'll be a time in my life where I've written my own card deck as well. I'm just really grateful and open to that. It's just whatever opens. I never knew I'd be leading meditations. And I'm sure I'll be so much better at them after this year of practice here, active practice. Because you guys are getting all of the healing work, all of the clearing. You can repeat it, like I said. Sometimes I'll just watch a clearing right before I go to bed, and just take it like right into my subconscious. So it's really amazing that way. Karen says that was gorgeous and exactly what she required. I like the way you phrased that. It's not like I needed, because you get rid of that need energy. It's what I required. Very regal. I really saw a queen. I really saw a crown on your head right then, Karen. Yeah, the code cards are going to be incredible. I'm super excited. And when you when you fall in love with a system of healing like this sacred geometry, I just messaged her after I read the whole book that she gave me with all these codes. And I was like, we need to make a deck. She's like, it's already going on, but you can get a whole bunch of them now. And I'm like, oh, great. So I'm excited. All right, you guys. Well, I'm going to send a lot of blessings out your way. Just take some time right now afterwards, if this is your ritual time, to do some of that writing down, releasing. You can also do that a little bit later on. Just light your candle again, light your sage again, call back in that ritual space. Okay. So it's all good. If you have to go run and do dinner or whatever is going on in your world right now, that's totally fine. But do take some time tonight and do a little releasing ritual and calling in, what you want amplified, what you want to show up more strongly in your life. That full moon is going to show up, and you guys, it's going to show up through those clouds. Okay. So I know there's a lot of question on, should we set our rocks out? Well, don't set your crystals out where they're going to get completely soaked. Cause I don't know. I mean, their rocks are rocks, but and maybe if you want to, it's not going to hurt them necessarily. You just have to like polish them afterwards, make them all pretty. sunlight hurts some crystals, but I haven't heard anything about rain or water. So you can set them outside because that moonlight is going to penetrate through. So yeah, so keep that in mind. Don't forget, you can still get all the blessings from the full moon, even if it's hidden. It still makes babies come, even if it's hidden. So where do I go to watch the code clearings? The way I've received them is just by paying for clearing work. So these codes of awe, like, when was this book created? I don't know. So this one, she created these codes of awe back in like I think it was maybe like 2007. So we're not even talking like 2010 or anything. And so she's definitely had them out there working, but her modality of healing has moved and transformed, and she still creates these codes, but she's doing so many more things. She says transcendental rebirthing. So there's no, to answer your question, Mandy, this is it. I'm bringing it to you. I'm trying to like reintroduce it. Clearing work. I received these clearing codes as part of a clearing work that I paid big bucks for. But you know what? If you don't invest in yourself, you just, I don't know. I feel like if you feel in tune with an investment, that's why I no more free groups. If you feel in tune with an investment, it's a good thing to do. And it led me to meeting the person who developed these codes and learning from them. So I'm honestly going to try to really do a lot more of these clearing codes. So this is where you're going to go to get them right now. So Karen says crystals are water soluble. So yeah, don't worry, get your crystals out there. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go so I can go be with my family. Have a really great day. Blessings.